right, we are going to be on page 41 of our journal. This is what the students in class are getting, so we are just going to write our notes without all of we're just going to write our notes separately, but if you know you're going to be coming back in a day or two and just want to listen to this and then get this copy when you come back, that's okay, because I understand. So we're going to be looking at angle theorems for triangles. All right, guys, you need to be sure that you do have your journal up to date, because next Thursday we have a journal test and you get to use your journal on it, but you have to have everything filled out in your journal in order to do that. All right, so, and I think that's going to be next Tuesday or Thursday. So we're going to look at vocabulary first. So we're going to do vocabulary. And we're going to box it. And so our first vocabulary is interior angles. So we talk about what interior means. I'm going to draw a triangle. Interior angles. Interior means they are on the inside. So we're going to mark these 3 angles because they are on the inside. A triangle has 3 interior angles. Okay. And then we're going to look at something called exterior angles. And we're going to extend that line out. And then about right here, extend this line out. And then we're going to start about right here. We're going to extend that line out. Exterior means they're going to be on the outside. So it's these angles that are created when we extend our sides out. So the angle is created by the side of the triangle and the other side being extended out. And then our third one is remote interior angles. So we're going to draw a triangle. Sorry, bring my pencil. But we're going to extend the side out of that triangle. All right, if you need to pause the video to get caught up on drawing these, that's okay. So we have this exterior angle right here. So I want you to imagine that it's going to be the angles that are across the room. So imagine using a remote. So it's going to be across the room from it. So the remote angles, remote interior angles, are these 2 angles. And they are remote interior to that exterior angle over there. Okay, so we're going to look at talking about these 3 different types of angles. So we're going to draw a bigger version of this triangle. Extend that line out. And I'm actually going to number these angles. So I have angle 1, I have angle 2, angle 3, and angle 4 here. All right, so we have our interior angles. So we're going to list our interior angles. So our interior angles are going to be, remember, interior means they are on the inside. So our interior angles are going to be angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. Okay, remember that symbol means angle. We put an M in front of it. It means the measure of that angle. All right, when we're looking at our exterior angles, I'm going to abbreviate so we have enough room. We only have 1 exterior angle, only 1 angle that's on the outside, so that's angle 4. And then we're going to put blank and blank, our remote interior, angles 2, and then we're going to have another blank. Okay, I'll give you a minute to get that copied down. All right, so our remote interior is going to be 1 and 2, and they are remote interior angles to angle 4. Let's put angle symbols with both of those. So angle 1 and angle 2 are the remote interior angles to angle 4. All right, so that's the types of angles we're going to be working with a little bit today. All right, so we're going to look at, we're going to go to the left side of page 41, and we're going to look at the triangle sum theorem. And it states that for triangle ABC. So as you can guess, when we draw a triangle symbol, it means triangle. I'll give you a minute to get that down. A theorem is a rule or a law to think of. That's a mathematical rule that we can use that's already been proven. So it's proven to be true. And so we're going to draw a triangle. And I'm going to label A, B, and C. And this theorem states that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is going to equal 180 degrees. So we're going to practice solving for some missing angles using that triangle sum theorem. All right? So our first one is we're going to draw a triangle. And I'm going to call this number 1. And we have that this angle is 77. This angle is 54. And our triangle is X, Y, and Z. So we want to know what angle Y is going to equal. Well, if I go back to that theorem, I know that 77 plus 54 plus something, so I'm just going to put a box there, is going to equal 180. So I'm going to do what I can. I can do 77 plus 54. 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry the 1. 8 plus 5 is 13. 131 plus something. So you go 180. Remember back to earlier in the year, we do subtract 131 from both sides. And that's going to tell me that angle Y is equal to 49 degrees. Okay? I'm going to give you another one, and I want you to try to do it yourself and see if you can figure out what it equals. Now, I know that you can just fast forward to the video, or you can go ahead and just keep watching the video and seeing what the answer is, but I'd like you to go ahead and try it. So we're going to draw a triangle, and this is going to be E, F, and this one's going to be D. And this angle D is going to be 26, and angle E is going to be 115. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to get that copied down, pause the video, and I want you to see if you can solve for what angle F is going to be. And then I want you to push play when you're done. Okay, hopefully you paused the video and you took some time and you tried to solve this. So we should have that 115 plus 26 plus angle F is going to equal 180. So I'm going to do what I can. 26 plus 115 is 141. Yeah. Plus angle F is 180. Subtract 141 from each side. And I get that angle F equals 39 degrees. I could double check it by doing 39 plus 26 plus 115 to see what would it equal. All right, we're going to look at a couple of other examples right below it. All right, so sometimes it's not that simplistic. And actually, you should have been good with those two because in 6th grade you learned how to solve for those missing angles. So we're going to look at a little bit more challenging situation. So we're going to draw a triangle again. And this is going to be S, T, U. And my S is going to be 7x. My T is going to be 4x plus 5. And my U is going to be 6x plus 5. So give you a minute to copy that down, and then we're going to go over it. All right, if you need to pause to get more time, you may. But so we know that if I add those three angles, so I have 7x, so that's my first angle, plus my next angle, which is 4x plus 15, plus 5, sorry, can't even read my own handwriting, plus my third angle, which is 6x plus 5. We know that all three of those together are going to equal 180 degrees. But I need to combine like terms, and we've already learned how to do that earlier in the year. So we have 7x plus 4x, which is 11x, plus 6x, so that's 17x, plus my numbers that are by themselves. So I have a plus 5, a plus 5, so I have plus 10. From here, we're going to just solve for the variable. So we're going to subtract 10 from both sides. These cancel. 180 minus 10 is 170. Divide both sides by 17, and I get that x equals 10. So x equals 10. So then, if I wanted to find out what each of those angles equals, I could come up here and say, well, angle S equals 7x. So 7 times 10, which is 70. Angle T is going to equal 4 times x, so 4 times 10, plus 5. So 4 times 10 is 40, plus 5 is 45. And angle U is going to equal 6x, so 6 times my x, which was 10, plus 5. So 6 times 5 is 60, 6 times 10 is 60, plus 5 is 65. All right, and now we're going to look at one more triangle. So we're going to do 12x plus 2, 26x, and 6x plus 2. And this is J, K, and L. Oh, sorry, didn't realize it was off screen. If you need a pause to take some time, I'll give you a couple minutes. And then we're going to solve it together. Alright, so if you need more time, go ahead and pause that video. But I'm going to add those three angles. So I have angle 26x plus the next angle, 12x plus 2, plus 6x plus 2, and that's going to equal 180. Combine my like terms of 26x plus 12x, which is 38, plus 6, which is 44, so 44x, and then I have 2 and 2, so plus 4, which is 180. So I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. This cancels, leaving me with 44x equals 180 minus 4, which is 176. We're going to divide both sides by 44. I'm actually going to cheat at this point and use a calculator. Maybe. So 176 divided by 44 is 4, so x equals 4. But that only tells me what x equals. It doesn't actually tell me what each of the angles equals. So now I'm going to go back and plug in that x. So angle K was 26x. x, so 26 times 4. So I'm going to 26 times 4, and I get that that angle equals 104 degrees. Angle J is 12x, so 12 times 4 plus the 2. 12 times 4 is 48, plus 2 is 50. And then angle L, which is 6x, so 6 times 4 plus 2 is 26. So if I add those three angles together, it does equal 180. All right, so that's all we have for today. Tomorrow we are going to practice some of these problems. You actually will have a homework and a vocab assignment. And then we're going to work on some of those exterior angles. All right. If you have any questions, as always, send them my direction. And I will get to you as soon as possible. Have a good day.